So this is my brother's gun. I ended up putting it together for him. He does not know. I'm not going to upload this yet. What's the date? Like the 25th? 26th. February 26th. His birthday was the 19th, and he's going to be back from college later this week. I think Wednesday, possibly Tuesday. He's never for sure when he's coming home, maybe even Thursday, but he's coming home from spring break for sure. Just not sure what day. And he's not aware that this gun is done yet. Now, he actually uploaded an unboxing video or whatever of this setup. He got a Patriot front end, and then he purchased a lot of this stuff on eBay and had it shipped here. And then somebody that visited my brother at college last weekend picked up the body from him because for some reason he had the body shipped to him at college instead of here. Don't know why. So let's just start from the back. This is a GMP Stubby stock. For some reason he wanted to spend $40 on this stock rather than spending $25 on the Matrix stock, which is right here. It's so identical. Literally it's just the texture and the butt plates that are different. Now, in my opinion, the butt plate on this one is better because, look, trap door. Now I can get my battery out, I can plug it in, whatever. Whereas with the GMP, you have to take the screw off. So you have to take that screw out in order to be able to get this butt plate off. So it's more of a hassle. I don't know why I wanted this one. He said he thought it was rubberized or something, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess he just wanted to spend the extra money. I don't know. It mounts differently too. The screw in here actually goes into here instead of back here. Both mounting systems are good enough, really. And the body here is a Magpul, GMP Magpul. So these are pretty rare bodies. The lower is GMP or Magpul. The upper is Voltor, which is also rare. They don't do the Voltor stuff anymore. They do the Mott's, is what GMP is doing now. So GMP upper and lower tan. It's kind of a two-tone gun. And the shape of the body is pretty good. I think he spent like $80 or $90 on the upper and lower. So these are expensive and really, really rare. And I found it on HopUp, and I was like, ooh, I sent him the link or a picture of it. I was like, you have to buy this now. Like, this is what he was saving for, pretty much. He was waiting for a really nice body because he's kind of picky with what his guns look like and such. I don't know why. I kind of just use whatever. But this is what he wanted, so that's what he bought. It's also got a PTS pistol grip. I recommended this to him because I've used this on like 2 customers' guns, and I actually use this on one of my SR25, which doesn't have a motor in it, but I've done 2 AEGs with these pistol grips, and the grips themselves, the angle on the motor is pretty good and everything, so I really do like these grips. They're very comfortable too. The optic on here is actually not finalized. This is what he had in his room. Again, I think he wanted a T1, which is what I'd recommend for this. So I'm not 100% sure, but this is, again, just what he had in his room, so I just popped it on here. It's a quick detach holographic. It doesn't mount very well. It's not. So for being quick detach, it's not even staying on. Try that again. Okay. That latch isn't very good. I don't know. Oh. Okay, let's just take that off. So, again, I don't know what optic he's going to want to put on here, but right now there's nothing because that fell off. Charging handle is standard. Standard bolt lock, ambi mag catch. So right there, this is a GMP one, which is nice. They're okay. For some guns, they don't retain magazines very well and they fall out. But in my experience, I've tried different mags, and this one seems to intrude inside the mag well enough to hold the mag. The front end here is the Patriot front end. This is 5.56 NATO Patriot. I don't really care for the look of this gun, or this front end, but he likes it. It's very, very unique. I mean, let's be honest. Most of the time, even this, the round rail on this is unique. But with this one, it's got a very, very one-of-a-kind tanker front end, or whatever they call it. So it's pretty cool. You're not going to see this sort of stuff out of there on the field. But I do like the fact that this is tan. The tan doesn't perfectly match the body, but honestly, I don't really care. I'd be fine with it. What else? That's pretty much it for externals. For internals, hop-up stuff, he had bought a Pro-In, and the Pro-In was giving me tons and tons of issues. So I went ahead and put a brand new G&G hop-up. Sounds kind of cringy, a plastic G&G hop-up, I know. But this thing does shoot pretty good. On the shooting test, you'll be able to see. So it shoots fine, no issues there. The inner barrel is actually a Mad Bull Black Python 603, I think is what they are. They might be 601s. It's like this long, so it's perfect for this gun. I had that laying around and gave that to him. There's also a brand new Lone X bucking in here, Lone X 50. Inside the gearbox, it's a list. There is a BTC Mark II Spectre, the Bluetooth one. So it's got a GMP gearbox as the base. So it's got a full GMP cylinder, aluminum cylinder head with Sorbo, a APS aluminum nozzle that has an O-ring, ASG M125 spring, GMP spring guide. It's got a Lancer Tactical Metal-Rack piston, believe it or not. So I'm going to see how that holds up. That's all that I had laying around because I bought a GMP JG Metal-Rack piston, the green one, and it broke already. Basically, the rack, you can push up into the body of the piston. I'm not even kidding. You can push it up. It doesn't come back because the piston's not broken physically, but there's so much stretch with it, it can just pop up, which basically the gun will just go zzz, sound really weird, and it won't fire. So I ditched that and just put the Lancer Tactical in here, and it seems solid. G&G piston head, which has good compression. Not perfect, but good. SHS 1301 gears with a SHS sector chip. Sorry, it has a Lone X sector chip. Stock GMP bearings, which I'm kind of concerned about. A lot of people are like, oh, I run bearings with DSGs. I ran bearings in this when it shoots, what, 42 rounds a second, and the bearings blew. So the Crytek bearings, and people say they use the Crytek bearings for DSGs too. So I just don't trust bearings for over 30 rounds a second, honestly. They're smooth and everything, but I had to put steel bushings in here. I'm just using the GMPs in here. My brother does not use full auto much at all, so I'm just going to hope that they hold up. Semi-auto, they should fine. Full autos when, when you're ripping at 40 rounds a second, when there's a lot of stress there. But it's shimmed really nicely. Good to go. Retro Arms trigger is gold. That's the trigger pull. Just clicks. So I shortened it. It's so nice. And then there's an ASG 40K boost motor in here. As far as the battery, I actually have it plugged in, so sorry about that. It is a 2200 milliamp, 11.1. It's only a 20 to 30 C, so this is your standard discharge for an airsoft battery, pretty much, 20 to 30 C. So it's not a high discharge, so it's not running anything crazy. It's got high milliamp, so this thing will last a long time. 2200 milliamp will last like pretty much all day. Alright, so this is my Stubby build. I'm just going to shoot it just to compare. I have a different motor in this gun. This is running the 40K boost, which is a good motor. Good trigger response, good rate of fire. But this one I have the, the Infinity 45K by ASG. So this is like the CNC one. It's supposed to be faster. It's a little bit faster by like 2 rounds a second. I recommend the boost ones so much because they're $15 cheaper, 15 to 20 cheaper than the CNC'd. And honestly, 2 rounds a second isn't something that's going to make or break a gun. So that's why I recommend the 40Ks so much. This does also have better trigger response. So let's try some full auto. This is a standard high cap. Wind it all the way up. Oh yeah. So let's go ahead and put it through the chrono. 312, 311, 318, 315, 340, or sorry, 314, 316, 311, 310, 310, 38, 38, 308, so not even 1 joule. It's really low. I'm going to try to get the FPS up, but I don't think there's any way I can do that without using a heavier spring, unfortunately, or swapping out maybe a different nozzle and using a bucking that's not cut. The max that I've gotten out of this was like 335, so it didn't drop like a crazy amount. Yeah, feeds on semi with the BAMPs. .91, 312 FPS. 37.67, 314 FPS. horse semi-auto is just very responsive. Shoot some full auto. Man, it's just so loud when you shoot these on full auto. Alright, so this is pretty much the finished product. He got to use it yesterday.
Sick.
Now, granted, he pretty much used semi-automatic pretty much all the time. Most of the games were semi-automatic anyways, but they have like bigger parts of the field, which is full auto, which is really, really nice. Apparently, he said he shot some full auto. He's going to upload gameplay. He got this, what, zoom cam?
Yeah.
What zoom cam is it?
It's the Foxier 2, Foxier Legend 2.
Okay, so that.
With 35mm lens.
So he got that, so he'll have some gameplay
so
footage.
Sure Shot Midget gets my old Contour Roam 2 that he's going to buy from me with Rage Cam lens, so he's going to have some zoom cam.
Yeah.
So look forward to that.
So that's what he was filming with, and then he uses a GoPro as well. So he'll have gameplay of this in multiple different facets. He'll have the zoom cam and the GoPro.
Yep.
He doesn't think I'm sophisticated. So, yeah, pretty much nothing changed. I had filmed the videos over like a week and a half, 2 weeks actually. So I'm not sure what the last video was, but it's shooting about 315 FPS, which is a little low. It's a little low. It should be shooting harder than that, and the compression's good. Pretty much everything's good. I think it honestly just comes down to the barrel length being shorter than mine by a little bit, and then honestly it's a Mad Bull Black Python, and that also might be part of it. Just the
6.03, I think.
I know, but I've seen some Black Pythons have no better FPS jump than like a stock barrel. Like I've compared.
Probably same.
Yeah. So
it was only bad at little points yesterday. You'll be able to see in the zoom cam, like when it got to the end, like right after it overhopped a little bit to get extra range, and then the BB would kind of get.
Well, yeah.
Some people didn't call it. I mean, that was just because people.
It's pretty windy.
Some people didn't feel stuff.
It was pretty windy, so that also has an effect. He was using .2 BBs, which is honestly what I'd recommend, just because feeding with mid caps, high caps, and at such a low FPS. Like I just recommend the .2s, and I'm used to making, with wind with BBs. I use .2s, 2.5s, and if the wind takes the BB, I just compensate. And trust me, I get plenty of kills when my BBs are going like this, and I just go like this, and then I kill them.
Yeah.
Like it's not super hard. Just by playing the sport longer and longer, you get to know, how your gun shoots. But as far as like a beginner playing airsoft, 2.5s probably would be good for you, just because you're not as used to compensating for certain, wind effect and all that sort of stuff. But so yeah, we're shooting .2s out of it. Flash mags. He has some high caps. The high caps seem to work fine. With mid caps, it feeds semi-automatic 2s, 2.5s, even 3s. So if you want, indoor, I guess. No. He likes high caps, but honestly, I use mid caps in mine indoors.
I like open place for high caps.
If you want to play indoors, you can use mid caps, or high
it's
caps.
Fine for mag changes.
Either way, but with the high caps, it does feed on full auto. With the flash mag, it's a little bit better. Ready?
I don't think they're ready.
And then full auto. Gotta honestly go slow.
Really?
Take it slow. Ladies like that. Alright, so I refilled the flash mag. It's about fully wound there. This dude, whose man's is this? Ran through my M already. Let's just end the video. You look like you're retarded. You look like a retard standing here. Just, okay, scoot over into the front of the camera so I can end it. I am the captain now. Yeah, if you have any other questions, let me know. And if you want to go look at his channel to watch his gameplay, I don't know when it'll be up, but it'll be up eventually. And I'm sure you know who he is by now. Yeah. So
Thanks for letting me be on your video.
yeah. See you later.